Bem-vindos ao nosso espaço, um mergulho profundo nos assuntos mais interessantes de esportes, ciências e temas gerais do momento. Aqui você vai encontrar conteúdo de qualidade, com análises empolgantes e descobertas fascinantes que vão expandir seus horizontes. Nossa missão é trazer informação relevante de forma dinâmica e descontraída. Queremos que você faça parte dessa jornada incrível de conhecimento e diversão. Se gostar do nosso conteúdo, não esqueça de deixar seu like e se inscrever no canal para não perder nenhuma novidade. Ative o sininho também. Aproveite!
If you love science, don't forget to like and subscribe. Imagine, for a moment, that you are holding a single thread, so fine it is almost invisible, yet it stretches out to a length of 2 full meters. Now, imagine trying to pack that entire thread into a space no larger than a grain of dust. This is the staggering feat of engineering performed by every single cell in your body. But this isn't just a story about compact storage. It's a story about the secret, non-Euclidean geometry that determines who you are, how you age, and how your body fights off disease. Welcome to the world of the Origami Genome. For decades, the double helix was the king of biology. We were taught that the sequence of A, T, C, and G was the ultimate blueprint for life. However, we are now realizing that the sequence is only half the story. The way that sequence is folded in three-dimensional space, the genomic origami, is what actually dictates which instructions are read and which are ignored. This is the realm of 3D genomics, and it operates on principles that defy our standard understanding of linear distance. In a traditional Euclidean world, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. But inside the nucleus of a cell, the genome operates in a non-Euclidean framework. Genes that are millions of base pairs apart on the linear strand can be brought into direct physical contact through complex looping. This spatial proximity is the primary mechanism of genetic control. Think of it like a long strip of paper with a light switch at one end and a light bulb at the other. In a flat, linear world, they can never interact. But if you fold that paper into a complex origami shape, you can bring the switch and the bulb together, completing the circuit. In your cells, these switches are called enhancers, and the bulbs are promoters. The folding geometry creates a functional architecture where the 3D position of a gene is more important than its 1D address. This folding isn't random. It is organized into structures called topologically associating domains, or TADs. These are like rooms within the nucleus where specific genetic conversations happen. Within these rooms, the DNA forms loops, anchored by specialized proteins called CTCF and cohesin. These proteins act like the hands of an origami master, pinching and holding the DNA in precise configurations. The most fascinating part of this geometry is the fractal globule model. Scientists discovered that DNA is folded in such a way that it is incredibly dense but completely unknotted. This is a mathematical miracle. Usually, if you cram a long string into a tiny box, it becomes a tangled mess. But the fractal globule structure allows the cell to pack the DNA tightly while still allowing any segment to be pulled out and read without disturbing the rest of the structure. It's like a perfectly folded map that can be opened to any page instantly. Why does this matter? Because when the origami goes wrong, the consequences are devastating. We are now discovering that many diseases, including various forms of cancer and rare developmental disorders, are actually topologies, diseases of folding. If a fold happens in the wrong place, an enhancer might accidentally flip the switch on a gene that causes rapid cell division, leading to a tumor. This isn't a failure of the genetic code itself, but a short circuit in the non-Euclidean geometry of the cell. This shift in perspective is changing medicine. We are moving from editing the code with tools like CRISPR to refolding the genome. By understanding the geometric rules of the origami genome, scientists are looking for ways to repair these spatial short circuits. We are beginning to see the nucleus not just as a bag of chemicals, but as a sophisticated biological computer where the shape of the hardware, the DNA, is the software itself. The geometry of life is far more complex than a simple spiral. It is a dynamic, shifting, multi-dimensional masterpiece that is being refolded every second of your life. Every breath you take and every environmental stimulus you encounter can trigger a subtle shift in this geometry, changing how your body responds to the world. We are only just beginning to decode the language of these folds. As we move forward, the study of non-Euclidean genomic architecture will likely unlock the secrets to longevity, synthetic biology, and the very origin of complex life. The more we look, the more we realize that life doesn't just happen because of the code, it happens because of the fold. For more incredible facts like this, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications.